Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how that went. Pretty damn pleased indeed. I mean, again, not to toot my own horn. Couldn't really do that unless I removed a few vertebrae. But, yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised. Just 2 simple parries and a quick whack in between, and down he went. Can't really say better than that now, can you? Unfortunately now we have treks through swampy waters and crabs. Many crabs to deal with. Bloody crabs. Get over here. Giant crab. Giant enemy crab. I swear to God, From put these in deliberately as a piss take for that old meme. Well, I say meme. In many things based on an actual. It wasn't like a iteration of Monster Hunter or some such that was supposed to, or maybe did come out of the original launch of the PS3. I can't remember. That infamously bad games conference trying to up the whole thing. And yes, I know I just picked up the Grass Crest shield. I shall however not be using it. I may or may not include as my setup the Clanthea ring. For some stamina regen. Depends what I end up doing in regards to the utility stats. But I'm going to bother with the shield. I like being able to block 100%. If I'm actually going to bother using a shield, I want to be able to block. Hi! Allows you to just drop yourself down in prime backstabbing position. A little salty, I've got to admit, that backstabbing damage and such has been nerfed so much in this game that you often do less backstab damage than you would by just, you know, unleashing a combo and rolling away. I don't know, it takes out the risk-reward entirely for me. Especially with how much stamina, backstabbing and parrying and such now actually costs you to do. Maybe you could jump over there maybe and chameleon it up or some such. That might work. But yeah, it's, I don't know. It starts to become rather fruitless in my opinion. Yeah. Ring of Sacrifice, speaking of fruitless, or was that useless? Can't remember the last time I ever used the Ring of Sacrifice. Outside of my very first playthrough of Dark 1, that is. Inevitably there's going to be someone who's watched both who's going to bring that up. But I don't think I've used the Ring of Sacrifice since then. More often than not, it's often better just not to lose the ring slot, and thus, you know, usually character efficiency in the process, and give yourself a better chance of actually defeating the boss than it is to equip a Ring of Sacrifice just in case you fail. Not to mention, there aren't many places, especially in Dark 3, where you are so, you know, far away from the boss or have so much stuff you got to slog through that it's unlikely that you'll make it there alive, kind of thing. Well, you're speaking of bonfires and such, actually, there's one over there, isn't there, that I need to actually go light, because the boss is in that direction, through those magical chappies. Actually, speaking of magical chappies, of no use to this character whatsoever, but for anyone wondering, I will show you where to get sorcery bro from. Just through here. There he is. I wonder how he's going to react to my guy who's mostly faith-based, actually.
Visitors. What do you want?
I just want to be close to you.
That you've had with the pond. If you haven't any business, I've reading to get back to.
I can sympathise, mate. However...
How intriguing. You'd better not.
I like to think he just saw me staring blankly at nothing. He's like, yeah.
And should never be forced.
Although in all fairness, if those
methods.
bloody hollows down there could do magic, why not me? That's kind of an internally inconsistent flaw. If it requires a certain amount of focus and willpower and, you know, intellect. Creatures that have gone stark raving bloody mad, they'll probably try to eat their own feet. They can do sorcery, but I can't, really.
Through it, enjoy your long sleep.
I don't know. There's probably some explanation for it. There's a fine line between intellect and madness. Perhaps as long as you're far enough along one of those paths, it doesn't matter. Orbeck's ashes. Be interesting to see what they actually give you in return. Don't look at me like that. Man insulted my intelligence. You don't insult a man this dapper, especially not a man of the cloth. and not expect to get a mace to the face. That's why the two words rhyme. Yeah, little known fact. Free bit of information. I like to educate as well as entertain. Well, that was rude. Not just the fact he nearly shot me, but he shot at me with Farron Dart of all things. It's like going into an armed conflict with a pea shooter and expecting to win. Rah rah, yes, we know. Rah rah, School of the Dragon, etc, etc. Hey buddy. Bye buddy. Alright, speaking of buddies, get out of the way please gentlemen, I need to kill this asshole before he wakes everybody up. Great. 1, 2, 3, well 4's not too bad. Warp isn't very long, that was 5 dropping down over there, I saw him. Okay, note to yourself, you're not using a very long weapon, you're going to need to bottleneck these arseholes. 6! Now it's a party. No, don't kick him! I swear the kick is more sensitive in this game than it's ever been. Ah, here we go. 1, damn it. No, they're all... Ow, no, Mace doesn't swing that fast. Gotta keep trying to actually, remember that. Don't have that much reach. I don't particularly swing that fast either. Faster than in previous games, but still not that fast. That could have ended badly now, couldn't it? Alright, I've cleared out the path now. That should be fine. All I've really got to do... Still somebody alive down here? Yeah. Okay, multiple people's down here still alive. Goodness. Surprise. I know. Half tempted to just parry you just for the style kill at the end, but don't look, I'd miss and take like 600 points counter damage and die instantly. I have no idea why I picked that up, by the way. That's the Heretic staff, which is the staff I use on my primary, or my first, I suppose I should say, more than primary build. I don't even know why it's not actually that good, but for what I use it for, it looks funky. I mostly use it for casting buffs and such, so it doesn't really benefit that much from scaling and such. If I ever decided to cast out-and-out sorceries, I'd probably have to invest in a different staff. Maybe with a Hensel pick or some such. I don't know. Like that. Do not sit at it, because I plan to basically finish clearing out the area first. While the place is basically deserted, and then we'll probably come back, pop a quick swat, and then go take on the boss of this area. So, as I've mentioned before, I'm going to go basically the way the game intended you to go. So, through here, do this boss coming up next, then onward to the cathedral and such. Then after that, we'll follow the storyline progression, which will loop us back around to the next of the major lords. Although the very first time I played it, I did what I think pretty much everyone did. I ignored this boss coming up, went off searching around the rest of the swamp, found the real swamp, shall we say, and did all that first. Because I think pretty much I don't know anyone playing this who actually bet the game in the intended order, strangely. Which is weird. It's like, the first Dark Souls was very tightly plotted in that regard. Like, they made damn sure there was at least I think there was a fairly obvious, oh god damn it, that delayed grab, because he ran up a hill in the process. But I think they made damn sure it was pretty obvious where you had to go. I don't think many people sequence broke their very first playthrough in Dark 1. I think there are people who probably did it in Dark 2. I mean, I know I did. The sequence broke. I can't, well, as much as you can in Dark 2 anyway. But, yeah. It's a bit of a weird one in this game. There are plenty of places where it's possible to do it without meaning to do it. It's like the place where you can look and think, I have no idea which way is the correct way to go, and then accidentally sequence break. Which is great when you're trying to fulfill story quest lines and you accidentally fail them because you walked too far in the wrong direction. That chase took a long time, didn't it? Perhaps I should have taken the message's note and just hidden. Bloody arsehole. Okay. Let's go get the rest of this stuff and then we can start making some progress. In fact, speaking of progress, this should drop me off Gold Falcon Shield. Speaking of Dark Souls 2. Yeah, okay. More or less directly over there is the entrance to the next level, per se. And the location where we can find the next boss. The next major boss, anyhow. However, for now, as you can probably tell, I'm warping back to the Firelink Shrine. I've got souls to spend and such. Keep making that progress, making them levels, and apparently Saris is here. Saris? Saris? I'm never certain how to pronounce her name. For some reason. It's not even a difficult name, in terms of spelling and such, but...
You're an unkindled, aren't you?
Why, yes. Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing.
Sirius, of the
Sirius,
Sun of
that's the
Realms,
one.
Former servant of the divinity.
You Sirius, etc. There we go.
Duties we each bear, but one's duty is a solitary
Bears.
affair. I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Yeah. Oh, right, because I haven't done the
I doubt
the
we've much to
thingamabob with
bless-
who's my what's it, have I? I think you either have to successfully do co-op or complete a mini quest line with the Shrine Maiden here to convince Sirius that you're a good-natured folk. And after that, she'll agree to essentially allow you to pursue her quest line. To fraternize, as she puts it. I think if you fail to do those things before a certain point, she basically just vanishes. The idea being, as it always in Dark Souls, with no one to help them, the NPCs just run face first into a brick wall. Or a brick monster, potentially in this case. And just get pancaked and die, and that's it. You find their corpse somewhere in the world a bit later on. It's always interesting seeing the points at which they die, I think, anyway. Within their, Oh. Do we not get the fancy, gauntlets that What's-His-Face was clearly wearing? The ones with, like, the chainmail sleeves? No? Apparently not. Oh. Yeah, never mind. It's not a great loss, I guess. Still would have been nice to at least have, had the option, but whatever. I'll stick with the sellsword stuff for now, I guess.
Fashion 1.
It's good fashion. I probably am eventually going to switch out to like armoured leggings.
Very well, then take no.
Just for better fashion and better defense, ultimately. Don't worry. I'm not going to pump it all into health. I always do that when I enter the level up screen just to see how many levels I have to play with. Probably should start pumping faith again soon, shouldn't I? Yeah. 18 dex, 18 strength, and 18 faith.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Also, I need all of those at 30 before I start leveling other things. Ideally.
Tis wasn't he?
Indeed it is. Well met. Ha 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 ha. Etc. etc. Right. Get the coal.
Why, this coal is from the Undead Legion.
I know, right?
Used to forge
Can you
the
believe
weapons
it?
of Farron's abyss
Who would
watchers.
use a coal like this?
Fine prize. I'm honored to be endued with it. Now I'll be equipped to infuse special gems.
Ooh.
Praise the gods, eh?
Unfortunately, it's not actually
Time to put this
the coal I need to
use.
infuse with the gem I want, but, yeah, well. In fact, I can't remember off the top of my head where you get the coal that allows you to do blessed upgrades. It's gotta be soon, 'cause there's a place I can get a blessed gem fairly soon. I'll figure it out. I always do. Eventually, admittedly, but yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Etc, etc. In fact, I'm gonna get a chance to pick up a bunch of extra faith-related stuff soon, aren't I? Like a chime, and I think a new talisman potentially after do some fiddling around off screen once I get them to figure out which of them creates the better effect. Fun, fun, fun. Crucifixion Woods. That'll take us back to where we need to go to fight the big boss. The big boss. Not the little boss, the big boss. Whoosh. Etc, etc. Ah, Here we are. The Road of Sacrifices. I don't know. I feel slightly let down by the name of this place, if I'm honest with you. It sounds like it should be like a really epic and important place, and it's essentially just a bit of marshland with some crosses in it. I don't know, I think the name implies a bit more bombast than is actually there. If you get my meaning? Like, there should be obvious signs of sacrifices or worship going on, but there's really not. There's just, like I say, marshland, some crabs, and various things intimating internment, i.e. crosses. So you got various people buried in the marshlands, but nothing to really say there's a reason that they were interred here. There's no sign of, like, again, sacrifice going on. I don't know. Perhaps it's supposed to imply some sort of, like, it's a place of, a route of pilgrimage. That would make sense, you know, be your approach to the church and all that, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm being overcautious by actually using the bug pellets. I can't tell if that's because Farron Dart's so shit or whether the bug pellets are really doing their job, and I took like a fraction of damage because, yeah, okay. What's the best way to do this? If I pop another one of these and then pop that, yeah, that should be fine. We should be good. I don't need to end broke for this, I don't think. How much damage are you doing? Okay, we can do about 700 before I lose all my stamina. I can probably do more of that with me two-handing like so. I'm pretty sure it is magical creatures that are supposed to be weak to dark damage, right? Or is it only quote-unquote godly beings? I'm pretty sure dark is supposed to be good against magic-based characters. Surprise, fool! You disappeared very quickly there. Got like, well, then again, you've got like a third of your health and you still haven't got into phase 2. No, oh! Nah, I spoke too soon. Oh, perhaps not. Okay, one hit away from death and you haven't done your clones yet. What's going on? You bugged, or I just got very lucky with my attack so far. Lucky it is. Okay, here come the clones. Send in the clones. Those happy, sappy, wacky little clones. Send in the clones. I know, it's a sad song. For a sad I mean, I've got a barely leveled mace, and I'm still not even sure that was the best pine resin to be using against this boss. Yep, and I'm gonna nom his soul because I don't need sorceries on this build. I don't need rapiers, which is basically all I'd get. Would be a magic rapier, which would be completely useless to me because I don't think I could even wield it. Actually, I probably could. I probably have the dex, but I don't think I'd have the intelligence stat, so it'd be kind of gimped. I suppose I could have used it for the item discovery bonus, but yeah. I'm quite content just to sit around, really. Just to sit around and, is she gonna fall? One trip. There she goes! You see, you sort of see it just before the menu comes up. That only happens as far as I'm aware on the PC version. I've never seen a PS4 version where she like trips and goes into a fall animation. It's weird. Anyway. What am I doing? Do I have anything to level this mace because I'm actually thinking about it? Just find out quickly, shall we? No, it doesn't look like it. I can't level the Great Hammer yet, because I haven't got any Titanite scales. Although that will be rectified relatively shortly with any luck. Okay. I'm going to breeze through the next area. I don't mean breeze as in it's going to be easy, although it may end up looking so. I mean breeze as in there's basically nothing in this, like, essentially connecting zone that I actually want, so I'm just going to quickly blitz my way through it, kill a couple of NPCs, etc, etc. Don't worry, they're just generic hostile jerks, they're not going to be anyone of actually importance. I wonder what this place was supposed to be originally. In the stage is sort of hanging out by what looks like a shrine of some sort, so I assume it's like, as is always the case in these games, like a dilapidated church or some such. Nah, lizard! That was a weird camera glitch, but fine. It'll take all your Titanite. Ah. I'm so glad they changed that. People who remember Demon Souls and I think it was like the original unpatched version of Dark Souls. Like the lizards in both those games, after you killed them, you have to physically go to their corpse and pick up their drops, same as you would any other creature you'd killed in the game. Problem being, they'd often like go flying off ledges and such as you finally managed to kill them and you'd lose the drop forever. Or they'd land in a weird place that you couldn't quite get to without ending up killing yourself. I'm sure that's a drop to my death actually. If I actually went down there, I think that would be a death drop. So I'm not gonna bother. Sneaky, sneaky, Grandma. It's time for your colonoscopy. Stand still. Oh, goddammit. Wow. She actually whiffed that first hit. Weird. Actually, there's a lot of enemies in this game that do that. You stand right up against them. The ones wielding like the larger weapons. Their very first strike will just seem to completely pass over your head. Subsequent one. Oh hi. Now it's a party. Subsequent ones will hit you just fine, but that first one will generally seem to just whiff you entirely. Especially if you're like in the middle of an animation that makes you duck even slightly. Okay, you boys need to bugger off, so come on, let's take care of this. No, don't fall down. Fall down. Falling down with bad. Oh, Stunlock, how we love you. It's the only way to fight. If Bloodborne taught me anything, it's he who gets the first hit wins, basically. Gets the first hit and has enough stamina to finish the job, that is anyhow. If you don't, you're screwed, but can I please? There we are. Out the air up in here. It's actually gonna let me get the backstab? No, it's just gonna. She didn't turn around, but for some reason the backstab just didn't engage. Guess maybe I was moving too fast, or I pushed R1 a little too soon. You just went for regular swings instead of an actual backstab. The stuff I started the game in, nice. And rubbish, which I assume is supposed to be a placeholder item, because he was supposed to originally drop his armor set. Apparently they just never gave them anything else. Actually no, that's a slight lie. I think they can drop their, like, saw machete thing. I think. But yeah, they used to drop their armor as well. Which I can't remember if I've mentioned this already during this LP, because there's been so many gaps in between me recording actual episodes for various reasons. But their armor was especially supposed to be this game's version of the Jester or Turtle armor, in that it would make you backstab proof. Actually, I don't know, because it's like just a wooden board or a cage that allows them to have on the back. Maybe it just would have reduced backstab damage, like the ring you get later on that does that, rather than just out and out stopping you taking any backstab damage. Damn it! I always forget there's a startup on the riposte these days. Ugh, okay. Instantly turned. I was hoping you'd do a Black Knight and be confused for a second, but no. You're not playing along, are you? Because you're a git, aren't you? I apologise as well if you can hear me squeaking around in my chair, trying to get comfy, which is surprisingly difficult for some reason lately. think I'm just getting old. Finding it harder and harder to get comfy. Just die already. You son of a bitch. There we go. Only 90 points of damage. I think that should be my clue that I need to power up this mace a tad. For basic NPC, he's only taking 90 points of damage per swing. From a refined mace, and me having nearly 20/20 dex and strength. That's a cause for concern, really, now, isn't it? Well, for me at least, anyhow. Nothing at all for you guys to worry about. This just loops around back onto the path. How if you go this way? Very bizarre and abrupt drop. Not entirely certain where from felt it necessary to make sure you couldn't reverse your decision. Like, you don't lose anything by going this way. Like, you don't have to backtrack or anything. You get a nice item, and you get the drop on an enemy. As far as I can tell, there's no downside to doing this. Yet they felt it necessary to act as if there was, by cutting you off from returning. Surprise! Yeah, full plunge attacks, also not that great in this game. Rather disappointingly. Nice try. Ooh, oh, now he's angry. Now he's angry indeed. You can scream all you like, son. If I keep getting the initiative, it's not going to matter now, is it? That pine resin, though. Spider shield. Well, the entire character was a blatant callback to Dark Souls 1, but the spider shield also was very popular for a while. It's like the shield you use to go through Blighttown with, because of the high poison resist and such. What was that? Is that a dog just spawned above my head? Hey, Pooch. Sit, boy. Let's try this one. Play dead. No, no. I said play dead. Good boy. Speaking of play dead, a dog can manage it, can you? Yeah, eventually. Good. Stupid exploding zombies. I'll leave that mess for the next episode. There's a lot to explore and explain in that direction, so we've come through here into the cleansing chapel. We've missed the sermon, unfortunately, but I'm sure Cedric can provide his own impromptu ramblings. And in the meanwhile, this bonfire in the middle of the room, as you would naturally have. We'll rest up, get all our stuff back. Probably return to Firelink real quick, actually. Then I'll come back. Then I'll call it a day. That seems like a good way of doing this. I should have just about enough souls to go grab some stuff off Irene. Or Irina.
Oh,
I've already forgotten her name. This is so bad.
Do you wish to hear a tale? You only have to ask.
Tell me a story.
Oh, you've brought me a Braille divine tome.
I did.
Now I can tell new tales of miracles.
Whee!
Tales of the greater miracles can be quite the epics. What
Hope you've
fun
got
we
the
will
all-night mask. What? Oh, sorry, wrong franchise. What you got then? Oh, we got Force now as well. Okay. Oh, Med Heal. Very good. Okay, yeah. I can work with this. I definitely want. I'm not too interested in Tears of Denial. I've never used Second Chance in Demon Souls. Never used Denial in Dark Souls 2. I don't plan to start using it now. I think it's a ridiculous idea. We'll take this, however. I want to be able to cast more than one miracle at a bloody time. I think there are certain ones, as with all the more powerful
Have a pleasant journey, Champion of Ash.
spells, miracles, etc. As you go further into the game, they will take up more slots to equip a single spell. That's the point. I'm going to start putting points into Attunement as well at some point, aren't I? I'm already wearing a calamity ring, I've just realised. After my ramble about the grass shield even at the beginning. I'm already wearing the damn regen ring. No, never mind. Right. I'll pop on Force because I have some ideas of where that might be useful. In the area to come. Potentially against the boss actually as well, we'll see. We'll see. The next boss staggers quite easily, so I'm wondering if I can... Yeah, we'll see if that's actually worth an investigate or not. I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping it is. But yeah, okay. I think we're more or less done here, so thank you all for watching, of course. And myself and Cedric, the Wandering Cleric, wonders about a lot of things, not too bright. Shall see you in the next episode. So until then, bye bye now.